Alright, you all can go here for free, every quarter if you want, there and back to school. Or you can drive this car with your insurance and gas taken care of. But you're probably feeling so good eating home-cooked food that you want to bike everywhere. That's right. You can these things and anything else you can do with an extra $1,000 a quarter can be yours just for cooking. You all should learn how to cook. The benefits are staggering, and the costs of not knowing how are downright tragic. So, from this afternoon, from Peyton on, you guys are 150% of college students, and from this afternoon, you guys are the other 50%. You guys are fine. Congratulations. But, according to a 2016 study by Students Against Hunger, this half of you will experience food insecurity in the next 30 days. Food insecurity leads to lower overall health, as shown in the Journal of Nutrition and Dietetics in 2011. And that makes sense. It leads to lower health, and it makes sense that it'll lead to lower grades and test scores as well. Because if you think about the hungriest you've ever been in your life, and then you think about trying to focus and do homework or work your second job, or even get a good night's sleep, it's impossible, right? That is why, and why do we have this staggering rate of food insecurity anyways? 50%, that's huge. Well, it's because college is very expensive. As college kids, it's well known that we tend to lack finances, so to speak. And 77% of seniors have actually said that they've run out of money at least once in college. That's from an eAdvisor survey, which is a website that helps students manage their finances. So we spend hours applying to scholarships. We work and we go to school and we try to save our money as best as we can. But where does it all go to? If you think about how expensive buying food is, you take lunch, that's $8 to $10 a day, and there's 150 days in the school year. That's $1,500 a year, and that's only on lunch, the least important meal of the day, only on school days. The dining plan predicts that we'll spend the minimum dining plan is $25 per day, including weekends at Cal Poly. So not only are we overpaying, we aren't actually getting what we need. At Cal Poly, we're fortunate to have a very health-minded culture and campus dining really reflects that to an extent. But the food here is still rather expensive once you're no longer on the meal plan. And so most of us won't be eating on campus within the next 2 years while we're still here. So a popular alternative to that is frozen food or fast food. Frozen food has improved a lot over the years. It's getting a lot better, and it's come a long way from where it has been. But it's still not as good as home-cooked food because it actually loses nutrition the longer it's been frozen and the freezing and pasteurization processes, according to the International Journal of Food Science and Nutrition, a study done in actually 2017. So not only are the vegetables and the foods in frozen food less nutritious, there tend to be less vegetables in frozen food because they don't freeze and reheat as well as, say, potatoes and cheese and tortillas. They also don't sell as well, so less incentive to make them. That being said, I do eat frozen food sometimes, and it is a great alternative when you really need that convenience. Fast food, however, ends up not being as good of a deal as it seems. This Taco Bell costs $1.50, which sounds like a great deal if you only need to eat one to be full. Whereas the ingredients to make the salad at home cost about $4 to $5. So $1.50, I would go to Taco Bell and probably eat 4 tacos. Already, that's more than it's going to cost me to make that salad. So it's not actually saving money, and the time driving there or biking there and waiting and then getting your food isn't actually less than cooking. So you think you're winning in several ways, but you're really not. And that's the real kicker. Often it's less expensive to cook than it is to eat frozen food or eat out, and it's healthier. So how can you escape? Well, the root of food insecurity is financial insecurity. So save money on food. Packing a lunch costs about $3 a day. That bread is like pretty much the most expensive bread you can find in the supermarket, and it's $5 for 17 slices. Then cheddar cheese is $4 for 12, and chicken you can get full rotisserie chicken at Costco for $5, plus whatever other vegetables you could possibly put in your sandwich aren't going to cost more than $5. So total, you're paying about $20 for 7 to 8 sandwiches, which is less than $3 a sandwich. That's going to save $1,000 a year, or enough to eat lunch for the next 2 years after that for free, if you think about it. According to the 2017 to 2018 Consumer Price Index, which is done by the government every year, grocery prices are actually down 1.3% from last year. This is the first decrease in grocery prices in the last 50 years, first decrease since 1967. Every other year it's gone up. So now is really the best time to start saving money on groceries. The past few meals I've cooked, I'm in PCB, so I have a kitchen. I know a lot of you don't have that, but those of you who do should start cooking now, otherwise you'll start when you do have a kitchen. But the last few meals, we have big dinner parties on weekends in my apartment. So there's 8 of us, and we spent $15 on groceries to make enchiladas last night. And we were all full and we have leftovers. The week before that, it was $12 for pasta and salad for 8 people. The week before that, it was $10 for 10 people, and we made curry and rice. So we're saving a lot of money and eating generally more nutritious food. So cooking is definitely better for your wallet, but is it better for you? Yes, it is. It's a lot better for you. We all know that our mom wants us to eat food like this every single day. She'd be so happy. But a 2014 Health and Nutrition study finally put it into writing. They said, I quote, "Frequently cooking at home is associated with better diet quality." It's a bit of a duh, but I'm glad someone finally put it in the study, so I can reference it. And a better diet quality is associated with better immune system, so you can help fight off that pollen plague that comes around every year. Better outlook on life and more restful sleep. So cooking, like any creative activity, relaxes you. How often do we get to say that budgeting and saving money is relaxing? Finances are supposed to be stressful. So now I'd like you all to close your eyes and imagine cooking. Really, close your eyes. You don't need to see this word. Imagine yourself cooking dinner. It's a Sunday night. Normally you'd be doing your homework, but now Sundays are dinner party days. You're surrounded by your friends. Your elbows deep in pizza dough that you made this morning, and you feel an intense pride welling up. You created this moment. The aroma of sautéed onions and roasted garlic fills your kitchen as the pizza bubbles in the oven. Transforming from dirt cheap raw ingredients to a gourmet meal. That night you go to sleep happy. Happy and full, thinking about what to do with the $500 you saved this quarter. I saw some of you smiling. You can open your eyes now. It feels good just to think about it. But it feels even better to actually go and do it. I'm not saying that all your problems are going to disappear if you start cooking for yourself, or that you'll always be happy and you won't have any financial struggles. That would be a total hyperbole of a lie. But at the low cost of trying something new and out of your comfort zone, you can feel better about yourself, save money, and definitely be healthier. So tonight, I'd like you guys all to go to campus dining and pick up a box of pasta for like $3. I know you guys have plus dollars left. Some pesto, and find a friend with the kitchen. And go take the plunge and try to change your life. You never know what family favorite you might invent in your dorm room or in your apartment. It's going to come in handy, 15 years down the road. I know there's only one way to find out, so let's get cooking. Thank you.